Late Joseon factional politics, the conflict between Easterners and Westerners. After King Seonjo's reign, the Saram faction, which had seized control of central politics, was divided into the established Saram and the new scholars over the issue of purging the politics of royal in-laws. Royal in-law politics began when Myeonjong ascended to the throne at the age of 12, and his mother, Queen Munjong, took over the regency, leading to bureaucrats who were relatives of the king through marriage, taking the forefront in politics. This conflict intensified over the issue of appointing the two Jeonrang, leading to the formation of factions. The Dongjin centered around new scholars, and the Suan centered around the established Saram. The two Jeonrang referred to the administrative positions of Jeongrang and Jwarang in the Ministry of Personnel, which had the power of personal administration among the three offices and various privileges, such as nominating their successors. Kim Ha-won was considered for Jeonrang after topping the state examination, but was opposed by Shim Yoo-jeon because he was a follower of Young Won-yeon. Later, Shim Chung-gyeom, who also topped the examination, was nominated for Jeonrang but opposed by Kim Ha-won because he was a royal in-law. This led to mutual exclusion by both sides, giving rise to the terms Dongjin and Suan, as Ha-won's house was in the east and Yoo-jeon's in the west of the capital. The Dongjin believed that royal in-laws should never be appointed, while the Suan argued that Shim Yoo-jeon, despite being a royal in-law, was a scholar of great merit and should not be blocked from advancing. Such conflicts and technical descriptions in the annals confirm the division of the Saram into Dongjin and Suan. The formation of factions was influenced by political ideologies, scholarly tendencies, and regional differences. The Suan, backed by established scholars and centered around Shim Yoo-jeon, were passive about clearing royal in-law politics, arguing for cooperation with trustworthy in-laws. The Suan included intellectuals from the lineages of Ye and Sung, Han and scholars from the Gyeonggi, Chungcheon, and Jeolla regions, among others. On the other hand, the Dongjin, supported by new scholars and centered around Kim Ha-won, were proactive about clearing royal in-law politics. The Dongjin included the new forces inheriting the academic lines of Su Jeondig, Ye Hwang, and Jo Sik, with scholars from the Gyeongsang region and the Yeongnam school being prominent. Factional politics eventually reached a balance through criticism and checks between the factions, recognizing each other's political and academic stances. Initially, the Dongjin tended to lead nationally, but in 1589, following the alleged conspiracy of Jeong Yorip, a Dongjin member in the Jeong Yorip conspiracy, the Dongjin faced persecution in the Jehe persecution, leading to the Suan's dominance. However, in 1591, Suan member Jongchul's proposal to Crown Prince Gwanghye led to his exile in the Jongchul's proposal incident, causing the Suan's downfall and the Dongjin's ascent to power. Later, the Dongjin split into the hardliner Northerners and the moderate Southerners over how to punish the Suan, with the Southerners' view prevailing in moderately punishing Jongchul. After the Imjin War, the Northerners, having produced many righteous army leaders, led the way, and by the time of King Gwanghyegun, divisions arose between those supporting King Gwanghyegun and those supporting Prince Yongchang.